What is up, guys? NYK at
As the
31
ball
here.
teed up, and we're just about ready to get this
Playing
one
a
started.
ranked game of NCAA 13. Classic rivalry matchup, Notre Dame, Michigan.
Excellent kick. And they can forget about
This game
returning
wasn't
this
really
one.
much to write home about. Typical online ranked Michigan user. He's going to go into desperation, 5 wide, no huddle, every down. So it'll eventually become a game of just figuring out the pattern of what 4 plays he's going to run out of 5 wide.
The 49-yard line.
But anyhow, not a bad championship Sunday. Not that bad. Not great, but not bad. First game was certainly better than the second.
Drops to throw.
I had picked San Francisco and Houston to get to the Super Bowl, so I was at least half right. Although I got to admit, it looks pretty bleak for San Francisco at the beginning, but Atlanta just seems to be one of those teams that has a hard time putting together a complete game for all 4 quarters. Came out like gangbusters, did a pretty good job of defending the zone read, at least the QB. Unfortunately, they wouldn't allow Kaepernick to keep the ball, but didn't do as well a job defending the dive, and they're able to run the dive pretty well with Frank Gore and with LaMichael James, and Kaepernick passed the ball pretty nice. Watching Kaepernick throw the ball is pretty fun. He has just one velocity, and that's, 98 miles an hour. Guy just throws straight up darts every time he throws. No touch, no finesse. He just rears back and rockets that sucker. But it's been working, you can't really argue against it. It gets you to the Super Bowl. Why fix what isn't broke, right? But
they make the stop at the 21-yard line.
As the game gradually got closer, you saw Atlanta gradually get tighter,
5 wide.
And San Francisco eventually pulled it out. They wasted a great game by Julio Jones. They had no answer for him whatsoever. So that's that game. And to tell you the truth, the second game kind of
at the 12.
put me to sleep a little bit. It wasn't really all that compelling. I'm kind of tired of seeing the Pats. We've seen Pats and Ravens a lot the past couple of years. And I felt going in, even though I am sick and tired of Ray Lewis, I am so sick of the Ray Lewis love fest. I mean, if I have to go, and it looks like I am, if I have to go a full 2 weeks seeing Ray Lewis on TV every single day, ranting and raving, and the media groveling at his feet, I'm going to go insane. But the Ravens were the better team. People need to leave Joe Flacco alone for the foreseeable future, and, they put together a good game. They played better. The Pats have this thing where they have a hard time. This has been going on for a while. When they go against a legitimate pass rush, they get exposed. They have trouble. They have trouble handling a team that can really get after the passer, and that, goes for a lot of teams, obviously, but for them more so because of their style of play. They like to go shotgun, they like to go empty sets and all that good stuff. Like to spread you out, and if they can't protect in base protections, that causes them issues. We've seen that in the past with the Giants. We've seen that at times even with the Jets. And we saw that with the Ravens yesterday. Ravens were able to knock Mr. Brady around, and it's always good to see Tom Brady get slapped around a little bit.
We'll wait and see here if he
it's
really
always
does
good to
change
see
the play.
Tom Brady throw a hissy fit when somebody breathes on him, when he gets knocked to the ground. It's not like, Tom Brady comes across as a bad guy or anything. I mean, he's a likable player. He's a great player, but, it's no fun rooting for the guy that has everything. He's got 3 rings. He's going to go down in history as one of the top half dozen or so quarterbacks of all time. He's got more money than any of us will ever see in our lifetime. And on top of all of that, he gets to go home every day to a Brazilian supermodel. So even when he loses, he has life
And he's tackled around the 47-yard line.
So we're going to get our Harbaugh versus Harbaugh Super Bowl.
With their dime look. Passes it and it's picked off.
You're going to get 24/7 Ray Lewis for the next 14 days. You're going to get 24/7 Jim and John Harbaugh.
Nice run.
Those are going to be the storylines.
And
a little bit of Flacco, of course. Flacco, for some reason, seems to be treated as a whipping boy. And I don't understand why. The guy has, accomplished quite a bit. He's won a ton of playoff games.
He makes his way out to about the 12.
Really great talent. Has probably the lightest arms in the league. Either him or Jay Cutler. You're talking about guys who actually play and are starting quarterbacks. Guy has great physical tools. He's tough. He plays well in playoff games, but for some reason he gets lumped into that Tony Romo category when it comes to quarterbacks that take a lot of flack, and unfairly so in my opinion. So, as far as the actual game, first impression, I think San Diego. I think San Francisco has the more complete team. I think San Francisco is a little bit more versatile on both sides of the ball. Baltimore can certainly throw it. They can certainly run it. San Francisco can run it very well. Throw it just well enough. A little bit more than well enough. They're not a team that, dinks and dunks. When they throw, they like to throw off a play action off their running game. And they take shots downfield down the seams. You saw Vernon Davis get loose for the first time in a while. And Crabtree has finally emerged as a go-to guy. Took him a little bit longer than I thought it would. But, he's a legitimate, bona fide #1 receiver. And defensively, they're a little bit more versatile than the Ravens are. They're like a younger version of what the Ravens used to be, around, 2000 to 2005. Really physical in the front seven.
Here's a run.
Physical at safety positions. They can play man pretty well.
The quarterback in the gun.
They're well schooled, well coached. They get good leadership out of Willis.
When you can move the ball downfield in big
so I think they're going to win the game. I think they're going to ultimately be the Super Bowl champions. So we can watch Ray Lewis right off into the sunset. I don't mind Ray Lewis as a player, but I'm just done with the whole Ray Lewis act. It's just gotten tiresome for me. So don't take it personal, Ravens fans and Ray Lewis fans. I just gotten tired of seeing the media basically kiss his feet whenever he appears.
And a nice pickup there.
So,
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came
this
with
game
the blitz,
is winding
and the
down.
quarterback showed tremendous
I
poise
put
by
it in
making a good read and
HD. Some of you
delivered a nice
guys have
ball
been
to the
asking
open
me
man.
about why I don't do HD stuff. I figured I'll give you guys what you want. I was going to talk about the 3-4 defense. I finally, feel pretty comfortable with it. I'll save that for the video after this. And break that down as far as how I like to run into 3-4, the personnel I like to have, and the hows and whys of what I do. Having a lot of fun with it. It's a very fun defense to play. Very versatile. You can do a lot of things. You can bring some decent man heat. You can bring some nice zone blitzes with some creativity and hot routing that actually are effective. You can play Tampa 2 out of the 3-4 if you really wanted to. Not as a regular dose, but it's a good change. I think if you base out of Tampa 2 out of 3-4, you're wasting a lot of what 3-4 does well. But I'll get into that later on, as this game does not have much time left. User sack by Mr. Lewis Nix the third. I also need to do a video about how to user control defensive linemen and actually have an impact on the game. I've got some questions on that.
They'll bring him down at the 1 yard line.
So that's going to be coming in the near future.
Draw goes nowhere.
Trying to keep this dude out of the end zone.
By himself in the backfield with 5
emptying the backfield. Trying to go with Denard again.
Now he tries
to spied. Denard fumbles. I recover, and that is the ball game. He begs for mercy. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all.